Good morning and welcome to Herb Oracle Podcast, botanical divination with herbs, essences, flowers, and trees with your host, Herbal Marie. Let's start the day off pulling some oracle cards and getting a few messages. We can shoot the shiitake in a spiritual way-ish. And if you follow me on Instagram, I'll post a pic of the cards at Herb Oracle. Thanks so much for joining me. Here we go. Well, we made it to Friday. So here we are, TGIF off. Anyone else picking up on that vibe with me? Yeah, if I had like one run-on word to describe myself this morning, it'd probably be grouchy bear. Yeah, grouchy bear. All right, so anyways, we made it to the end of the week. I counted the laws of the universe. That's what we've been doing for many, many days. 94 episodes, actually. So that means we have 11 left, which means we are going to wrap it up way before the end of the year, which will be good because then maybe we'll have like a holiday break, because I've gotten some feedback. We got some new listeners, like they'd love to catch up on all the older podcasts. Personally, I almost feel like I need to go back and listen to my own damn podcasts because a lot of times the words fly out of my mouth and it serves me so well to go back and hear them because I forget them and just review them and think about it. So anyways, 11 more laws of the universe to go. Today is going to be a tough one for me, mostly because it's a tongue twister. Today we're doing the law of synthesis. The law of synthesis. I did pretty good there. My speech therapy teacher would be super proud of me. All right, so when I was a kid, I had a severe speech impediment. I would have, in second grade, I would have never been voted most likely to have a podcast when I grow up because I couldn't even say my name. I couldn't even say Sadie. I remember as a kid, and I didn't know that I had a speech impediment. Here's the funny thing. At first, until everybody told me that I was talking wrong, I didn't know it. And I couldn't hear it either. And so someone would say, "Oh, what's your name?" And I would say, "My name's Thady." And they would say, "Thady? That's an interesting name." And I was like, in my head, I was like, "No, you dummy. My name's not Thady. It's Sadie." But my mind and my tongue weren't on the same page. So I would be like, "No, it's Thady." And they would just be like, "Okay, little kid." So anyways, I could not say S's, and I don't know if there was something else too, but that was the big one. So I had to learn how to keep my big fat tongue behind my teeth and, keep it in check and say S instead of F. But to this day, if there is a word or even a sentence that has an S sound and then shortly after a TH sound, see there, I almost did it again. It'll trip me up. Like my tongue will be like, "This is hard work." Old fat tongue Sadie's like, "This is hard work." But anyways, so of course I now pretty much 98% of the time have my speech in order. It was an experience, of course, looking back as an adult. I'm not really sure if we should tell children that they're speaking incorrectly. I don't really know if we should train it out of them because who knows, that could have planted the seed of my low self-esteem. Like really, like, "Oh, hello, child, you're not talking right." So looking back, like, I don't really know if it's a good thing to, like, from an early age be correcting children so much, but then, like, as an adult, like, I kind of get it. And when people come at me with a speech impediment, There's a part of my egoic, trained, indoctrinated mind that says, can't you get your tongue in order? So anyways, that's my story. I'm sticking to it. The law of synthesis. If I say it slowly, but if I try to speed it up, ain't gonna work. The law of synthesis is what we are doing today. Yes, I practiced. And let's see how long it is. Not too long, but like long enough. Yesterday we did the law of surrender. I said a lot of F words yesterday. Sorry about that, but that's where I was at. Today I'm really not much farther than that. The law of surrender was all about surrendering to the higher power and source. And it may feel as a leap into an abyss or even like death if you haven't attained a complete trust and faith in God. This was all yesterday. The law of surrender was about the self is abandoned and you merge with a higher stage of existence. I'm reading from my notes. And then God streams into your soul, into the soul that has managed to negate the self. So I don't know if it'll be you or not, because can you negate yourself? And then this will be the surrender of the idea of I. And then interestingly enough, the trees actually had quite a bit to say about the law of surrender, and they gave some good insight, good advice. God, I love the trees. I love working with the oracle of the trees. I really want a new oracle deck like so bad, just to keep myself interested in life. I need to maybe think about how I can make that happen. All right, so... Or like, couldn't the universe make that happen for me? Couldn't the universe make that happen for me? Today is the law of synthesis. I'm just going to try to read it. I'm going to do my best. I'm sitting here with a light on my desk. It is so dark and gloomy, so rainy. Like, if you wanted to be depressed today, come to Western Pennsylvania, because we are conducive for depression. And it's rainy and windy. Although I did like being outside, taking the dogs out this morning. Like, I actually kind of like to get bundled up and then get rained on and then come back in. But like, looking at it from the inside out, like, it's a great day to turn on a light for sure. Maybe do some studying, reading, just get through the day. I have been sitting with my emotions like all evening last night. I really had a lot of disappointment, sadness, and really, just sadness in my heart. So I really just held myself, gave myself some space to feel what I was feeling. And today I'm kind of like, all right, everything's going to be okay in your life, I promise. And I feel like it would also help if I would just get my period, for the love of God. Like, I feel like I've been waiting for it. Like, I lost track of when I'm supposed to get it. And it's like, I wanted to get it before my company this weekend. Now I'm like, can we wait till after the weekend? But of course, I don't know about you and your period, but like, when you start wishing for it to happen a certain time, doesn't it just come whenever the hell it wants, at the wrong time? So anyways, sidetrack, let's focus on the 95th law. 95 of 105. We're almost done, and we'll get a sticker on our chart. Okay, so the law of synthesis, the will aspect, one of the three major laws. Although this law is almost impossible for any but the Buddhic faculty to understand the scope of this law, it demonstrates the fact that all things, abstract and concrete, exist as one. It is a unit of his thought, a thought form in its entirety, a concrete whole, and not the differentiated process that we feel our evolving system to be. It is the sum total, the center and the periphery, and the circle of manifestation regarded as a unit. It is the primary law of a heavenly man. The law of attraction has full sway. The law of economy is transcended. Is anybody even still awake? Am I even still awake? Like, I just feel like we went through science class and a little math class. Okay, so whatever the hell I just read out loud is the law of synthesis. It's something about the will aspect. It's one of the 3 major laws. Unless you're like a Buddhic faculty, it's going to be impossible for you to understand the scope of this law, so don't be hard on yourself. It demonstrates that everything, abstract, concrete, everything exists as one. So if you can just remember that, that's enough. So it's basically like, what did they say? The thought of him, his thought, like as capital letter, like, so it's the one, the thoughts, I don't know. It's the sum total. It's the center and the periphery. It's the holy circle of manifestation as a unit. So anyways, it's the primary law of a heavenly man. The law of attraction has full sway, and I can't remember what the law of economy is, but it is transcended. Did we even do the law of economy? I'm going back to just see. The law of economy. The law of economy was the Brahma aspect of the Logos, and it's characterized by the method in the wide distribution of matter. See, this is stuff that it's big words. The scattering of atoms and their dissociation from one another, vibratory rhythm, heterogeneity, and quality in their inherent rotary action. So the law of economy is pretty deep, and this law of synthesis transcends it. The law of economy causes matter always to follow the line of least resistance. And if you follow Abraham Hicks, who loves to talk about the law of attraction, they are always talking about the path of least resistance. So the law of economy causes matter to follow the line of least resistance and is the basis of the separative action of atomic matter. It governs matter, the opposite pole of spirit. Initiates, that's you and me, must master this law of economy before they can achieve liberation or enlightenment. And then the law of synthesis comes in and even transcends that. So it's okay if we actually don't understand what we're talking about right now. It's okay. It's okay if we don't understand what we're talking about right now, because it's pretty higher level stuff, and there's like big science words, and apparently we have to master it and transcend it in order to have enlightenment. So can we just do that next week? Can we just get through Friday and our gloomy, sad vibes and worry about enlightenment next week? So anyways, make sure you meditate today. That was a big message yesterday, to get our meditation going on, get ourselves grounded, get out of our chatty heads, feel connected with everything and everyone, but not too codependent. We had a lot of great messages yesterday. We're going to get a couple more great messages to wrap up the week today. Don't matter that I'm a grumpy bear. We're going to turn to the Oracle of the Essences by Monica the Enchantress down there in Australia. And we're going to get a couple of these, and then we're going to add to it cards from the Illustrated Herbiaria by Maya Toll. She's got 36 bewitching botanicals, and we're just going to put her little cards next to these beautiful cards. They're both beautiful. But, yeah, the herbiary cards, I just have the perforated tear out Cracker Jack box ones that came with the book. So that's what I'll be working with, and that's fine. I can totally be a child. I ate lots of Cracker Jacks as a kid. Like, I remember cracking into lots of those cardboard boxes and getting whatever toy, temporary tattoo, or I don't remember. All right, Friday, end of week. I don't know what my schedule is next week because I don't know when my guests will be here. They'll probably still be here Monday. Then it's like Thanksgiving. So I'll try to catch you next week at least twice. That's what I'm shooting for. Maybe 3 times. But Monday, Tuesday might be out. So enjoy your weekend. That was so fake. Enjoy your weekend. Oh my God. Have a great weekend. Can I get a card? All right. It's Spikenard. Spikenard. I've never pulled this card. It's Toth. T-Hoth. Which is funny because I'm struggling with my THs and S's today. And he comes in, and I think a lot of people call him Toth. All right, so that's my first card, which was actually on the bottom. And my second card is Oregano. So I have 2 masculine energies coming in today. Really spiritual, enlightened, with their shit together energies. And this bottom card, Spikenard, is with an obvious message to write this weekend. Journal. Do some automatic writing. Get it out. Get your emotions and your disappointment out on paper, and then maybe even light it on fire if it makes you feel better. Oregano is grounded, protective, chi energy. This oriental man just flowing this energy out. So actually I feel like I put him on top, but I'm actually going to put them now beside each other. Because it's like, put the energy on paper and then send the energy out. Okay, so we have Spikenard and Oregano. Those are the 2 oils. Spikenard, and I don't even know if I'm saying that right. Spikenard is wisdom and magic, which I feel like I don't even know if I deserve to get this card today. And then Oregano is clarity, experience, and protection. And we may have gotten him recently. Whenever I did that like insane, I think I pulled a card from every single one of my decks. I think we may have pulled Oregano in that mix. When I had all 13 decks, 1 card from each 13 deck. It was ridiculous. I think I had like so much technical trouble that day. Yeah, and then I got pissed and made a YouTube video. I think he was here that day. Okay, so we have Spikenard, and then we have Oregano. I don't have Spikenard, but I'm thinking it's like really medicinal smelling. Let me see. Let's turn to the book. Oh yeah, you can't just use this deck without the book. The book is so valuable. And I mean, I can look at it and be like, okay, this weekend I need to connect with this bird-headed man. That's who we're looking at. And Toth wrote the Emerald Tablets. That's who transcribed them. I don't even know what the word I'm looking for. Let's see. So what did we talk about yesterday? We wanted to know ourselves yesterday. I remember saying that, know thyself. Well, here's a quote from Aristotle that says, knowing yourself is the beginning of all wisdom. Ooh, Aristotle. Knowing yourself is the beginning of all wisdom. And so as soon as I said that, I had this like beautiful kind of energy kind of come in through my head and is like just sort of like trickling down my back right now. So I just want to let myself have a second with it, because when I am a grumpy bear, do you know who suffers the most when I'm like that? Me. Me. Because everywhere I go, I take myself. I'm always with myself. Like, it's hard to shake me. I'm always just there. I'm here. I'm still here with myself. So that's why I really put in so much investment and effort and energy into feeling good, into feeling the way I want to feel, into understanding myself, into knowing myself. so that I can enjoy myself and grow with myself and expand myself. Like, my relationship with me is certainly important. And that's like downplaying it hard. It's the most important thing that I have going on in my life. And I have a lot of other really important things going on, and so do you. But your relationship with yourself is the biggest, most important thing you got going on. And then knowing yourself, as Aristotle said, is the beginning of all wisdom. So if you want to wise up, in your life and in your head, and it's a choice, you don't have to, but if you want to, knowing yourself is the beginning of all wisdom. So the reason I don't have spikenard is because it's a costly perfume. Because it's expensive, Sadie. That's why you don't have it. That was very valued in ancient times. It's mentioned several times in the Bible, spikenard, and this essence enhances tranquility, as it is known for its sedative effects. Ooh, let's go back to bed. Spikenard encourages individuals to leave their victim mentality and take responsibility for their actions. So that's hilarious, because I just stuck my foot in victim mentality when I said I couldn't afford this oil. Not that lack consciousness, financial lack, is really, really tied in to victim mentality. Big time. That's what I've come to understand. So that's hilarious to me, because I just stuck my foot in the waters of victim mentality, and it's coming in and it's encouraging me to leave that. Will you quit saying stuff like that? Will you quit feeling like that? Take responsibility for your actions. If you want more money, go get a job at McDonald's. Okay, so it brings an awareness of acceptance of circumstances and a sense of gratitude. So spikenard encourages people to leave their victimhood, get out of that mentality, take responsibility for your actions, and then bring in an acceptance of your circumstances, and then churn it, turn it, push it into gratitude, transform it into gratitude. Spikenard is connected to the third eye chakra, enhancing the gifts of accurate perception and intuition. Woo, that gave me chills, because I have been anointing myself at night and even in the mornings. I'm using up some of my oils that I have, I have myrrh, ylang ylang, patchouli, frankincense, things like that. Excuse me, I knew the throat would show up eventually. Here it is. Everybody, there's my throat leaving. I was hoarding them. I gotta save these. They were really expensive. But then lately I'm no, B, anoint yourself. You need these oils in your life right now. So I am using them up, trying to get out of that lack mentality, that I'll never get them refilled. That feeling oh, I can't use up my ylang ylang, because how will I ever have $25 to just justify again? But something inside of me is you need these oils on your body now. So I am certainly anointed heavily right now, actually. You can probably smell me through the speaker. Myrrh, frankincense, a little bit of frankincense, but mostly right now, myrrh, patchouli, ylang ylang is what I have on right now. So anyways, what made me think of that? Oh, because I was envisioning myself putting spikenard on my third eye chakra area, right in between the eyebrows, because I do put some of my other oils there. I am definitely trying to assist myself gaining more of the gift of accurate perception and intuition, and just feeling good. So, when the spikenard personality is out of balance, it stops appreciating and nurturing itself, seeking to receive it all from external sources. When we look outside of us for reassurance, we will find feelings of rejection even when our needs are met. Immaturity strikes, and even though we might know the theory, the practice gets pretty hard. So, you shouldn't be looking outside of yourself for compliments, validation, love, all that kind of crap. And as soon as you start looking outside yourself, you will tap into feelings of rejection, because you're not supposed to be looking there. You're supposed to be going within for all that. So finding an attitude of gratitude for all the miracles that you already have in your life is a wise way to return to an equilibrium. Okay, so it is the attitude of gratitude, the practice of appreciation of the miracles in your life and of yourself that is going to get us back to being balanced if we feel like we've been looking outside of ourselves for validation. And I do that too. I'm guilty of this, because I listened to my podcast last night because I could not freaking sleep. It was probably that chocolate cake that I made. I could not sleep. And so I listened to my podcast, which I did actually end up falling asleep like almost towards the end. And then I woke up and I rewound it and listened to it again. And when it was done, I was literally like, that was an awesome podcast. Good job. Like, dang, girl, you just made an awesome podcast. I really liked your podcast. That's what I told myself. I really liked your podcast. What came through me? Well, today then, when I log in to this podcasting platform as I'm recording right now, I looked at the stats for yesterday, and pretty much only half the listeners listened in. So the stats were really low. And it was like, wait a second. I just told myself that the podcast was awesome. But now, as I'm looking outside of myself for validation, it activated all those feelings of rejection. And I'm like, yo, you should not even allow yourself to look at this page. You really shouldn't. But then my curiosity gets the best of me. Did anyone even listen in? And so then I look, and sometimes it's good, and sometimes today I was like, okay, why do you even have a podcast? Because, Sadie, you need the podcast. You need to wake up every day and talk to yourself for an hour so you can remind yourself of all the things that you need to hear. So, anyways, although every ancient culture has used spikenard, it is like an Egyptian god, especially Thoth. 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 That's what I'm going with. Appreciation is part of every religion in this world. But Thoth is so much more than that. He is the god of knowledge, wisdom, meditation, logic, and reason. The god of magic, secrets, and writing. So if you have drawn this card, you might need to assess the need for constant approval. This is so funny. You might need to assess the need for constant approval. Sadie Marie. Also, magic is coming into your life. Open your arms and accept the gift, even if you think it is not good enough. Use your ancient ways of healing and connect with your past life. Your situation involves past life issues. Oh my God, I'm rolling my eyes, shaking my head. Obviously, not just my situation, but my entire freaking life is involving past life issues. For sure. So invite the magic, accept it, even if you don't think it's good enough. Open up your arms and accept the gifts coming into your life. I love that I pulled this card because I have a lot of writing that I could do today, researching. If my logic and reason is on deck, let's do it today. Let's use it. And then I will definitely meditate a few times here and there. Promise. So the affirmation for our first card is, I am the co-creator of my reality. I experience gratitude for everything I have in my life. I am the co-creator of my reality. I experience gratitude for everything I have in my life. I am the co-creator of my reality. I experience gratitude for everything I have in my life. Wow, Spikenard really kind of covered it all, didn't it? It was like, yo, leave your victim mentality, get out of it. You know, accept your circumstances and be grateful for what you got going on. Be grateful for the little gifts of magic as they come to you. Accept them. Open up your arms. Do your healing work as you know how. Activate your wisdom, logic, and reason. Yeah, I really like that card. That's good. That is a cool card, you guys. It's an Egyptian setting, top to bottom. For sure. So definitely, if you have Instagram, I'm at Herb Oracle. There will be a picture there and you'll love to check it out. If you don't have Instagram, then good for you. Like, seriously, I commend anyone who is not on Instagram or Facebook or Twitter, or anything. I don't even know how you found me if you don't have those. But I commend you for anyone who's just not involved. I just deleted my Facebook apps and messengers again. I'm done with people again. All right, so I'm done with me being distracted too. So if you need to get a hold of me, don't go that route because I need a break. Okay, so oregano. And yeah, I have yet to heal my Facebook issues. Long term, I have deleted my entire profile so many times. I'm not even sure how many times. And even with this current one, I regularly delete all the content. Regularly. So I've left it with like the F it, I surrender link, a video to Master Mark, Gardening is Gangsta. And yeah, that's about it. And a link to my Patreon page. Like, come on, friends and family, step up. All right, so oregano is clarity, experience, and protection. The wise words are from Isaac Marion. Every experience, good or bad, is a priceless collector's item. So for sure, our soul doesn't really care if we're having good experiences or bad experiences. There's no judgment. It's just experience. It's just experiences. So put that in your pipe and smoke it. Like, even the bad stuff in your life, it's still gold. It's still a priceless collector's item for your soul's expansion. Don't matter what you think about it. Your soul is growing and expanding and learning and gaining wisdom from everything going on in your life. So then it's like, yo, get that attitude of gratitude. Like, I'm thankful for everyone and everything. I'm thankful for that. Oh, you hurt me? I am thankful for you. I'm thankful for that experience. You betrayed me? I'm thankful for that. Thank you. You lied to my face? Thank you so much. Like, that all the experiences, like, oh, you let me down, thank you so much. So yeah, there's that handful of stuff that you can be grateful and thankful for. And then of course all the good stuff. Oh, you connected with me, thank you so much, I appreciate you. You gave me send some good energy and love my way, thank you, I appreciate that. We had a laugh together, thank you so much. Like, you can appreciate everything. Oh, you feeling like a grumpy bear today? Thank you. I appreciate this experience. That's the perspective of your soul. It is excited to feel anything and everything. And a lot of times I think it might be curious about the bad stuff. Just my opinion. All right. So, because it doesn't see it as bad, it just sees it as a new experience. So, oregano. This is a powerful oil. Holy man. Oregano's tenacious personality can break through barriers like any other essence. Like, it can even, I think, melt through plastic. Like, I remember, maybe it in clove. It's so powerful. If you put it in like a plastic Dixie cup, it would probably eat through it. So oregano is tenacious. It can break through barriers. It's strong in character and willing in power. It gets completely emotionally detached from situations and can see the clear picture easily and effortlessly. So Spikenard was saying, like, could you please release yourself from victim mentality? And oregano is being like, oh, you're not just going to release yourself. We're going to actually be emotionally detached easily and effortlessly, and then we're going to be able to see clearly, easily, and effortlessly, because you're not going to be wrapped up in the situation emotionally. You're going to be the observer. Oregano is aware of his strength and is selective about how it is used. A positive state of oregano knows how to use his strength. He won't waste his better moves in small situations or with weak people. So he is a warrior. Sometimes oregano can be so rigid that it lacks patience with those who don't have the same level of understanding. However, it comes back to basics quickly and can adapt to the needs of others. When oregano personality is presented in the negative aspect, like when you're relating to oregano because you're just impatient with people who don't get it, right? Sleepwalkers or just dumb asses, like, I don't know. Oregano personality can feel weak and easily affected by others. So if you feel like you're too emotionally involved and people are killing your soul, they're eating at your energy, they're tying up your emotional power, you have to check yourself. So it is good at keeping things inside instead of sharing them. An inner turmoil that always ends up in a struggle. So make sure that you're not just suffocating yourself by pushing anything down emotionally within you. So oregano is like a Shaolin, Shaolin, Shaolin monk. Oregano is like a monk. He is quiet and meditative, focused on his practice. He is also free from attachments. He is ready and highly prepared to act and defend when it is needed. So personally, I totally get why this card is showing itself to me, because I have had to really detach from my distractions lately. And this is kind of like the last push to do that completely, 100%. Oregano's like, you done it pretty good yourself. I'm just going to come in. We're going to seal the deal now. So the divinatory meaning is stay calm and focused through the turmoil. Assess every move and act only when it is required. So keep your cool. Don't be impulsive or overreactive. You need protection right now. So be mindful of your surroundings. Yeah, be mindful of who you're talking to. That's why I'm deleting my messenger right now. I'm just fucking tired of guys messaging me. Wow, there I said it. Oregano's like patting me on the back because it's like, good job. Don't keep that inside yourself. Share it because you don't want that inner turmoil. There, I got it out. That feels so good. All right. So here's our affirmation. And then I guess we'll pull a couple herbiary cards. Okay, so oregano wants us to just almost like get into that warrior pose, put our feet planted on the ground. Really, keep your mouth shut this weekend unless you need to open it. Stay cool. Don't get involved in any drama. Emotionally detach yourself, okay? Ground your energy. Keep working on yourself. Focus on your projects. This is so much focused energy. It's amazing. And Spikenard is also grounded. Like, it looks like he's walking, but his legs are so solid. He is secure in who he is. And his body is amazing. Like, it don't even matter that he has a bird head. He looks good. And then we have this bald-headed monk who is flowing his energy. He is in control of his energy. So you also be in control of yours. And affirm. Life brings me all that I have ever needed and desired. Every day, in every way, I'm getting better and better. Life brings me all that I've ever needed and desired. Every day, in every way, I'm getting better and better. Life brings me all that I've ever needed and desired. Every day, in every way, I'm getting better and better. And so that to me, like, is another, like, get out of lack consciousness type of nudge. Like, you have everything you need. So be appreciative for what you have. You're taken care of. Every day you're getting better and better. Life brings you everything that you could need or want. All right, so let's get these little cards out. I don't know, now that I put them beside each other, I'm not sure how many of these cards that I want. I sort of changed that up for myself, like I sometimes do. So these are 36 Bewitching Botanicals. Good job, Maya Toll, on this book, on this perspective. I do love the artwork. Our first card is Reishi, Defying Gravity. So we are gonna put that up. I think we'll pull four cards. So Defying Gravity, don't let anything pull you down right now. There goes our second card. It's flying off. It's White Sage with Clear the Way. That goes beside Oregano, clearing our space, protecting our boundaries, knowing when it's time to act, knowing when it's time to sever your emotions from someone or something, knowing when it's time to detach and disconnect. Sage, clear the way for yourself. The only place you're going is up. Okay, and then we have Starflower with Finding Grace and Rosemary for Remembrance. And so these came out together, so they're both going on the bottom. Starflower is beautiful, has these peacock feathers, and that's borage. That is borage that I'm looking at. And this is my favorite flower to eat. I already miss it so bad. Like, it's like a friend that moved away. Because I loved eating it like pretty much every day all summer. Because it was just everywhere this year for me. And it is a flower of courage. But here today it has a message of finding grace. And it comes in with rosemary. So remember who you truly are. Remember that you are beautiful and easygoing and a being of light and love and sweetness and clarity. So what's cool is like rosemary is right under oregano, and they both to me have a message of mental clarity, remembrance, your memory. Use your brain, use your logic right now. You got stuff to do. You can't be getting emotionally wrapped up with distractions. They're all bullshit anyways. So focus on your projects, maintain your boundaries, clear your space, clear the way, defy gravity. No one thinks that I'm ever going to be anything. You can ask anyone in my life. They're like, oh, she's sweet, but no one actually thinks that like I'll ever make an impact on this world. I'm just going to leave. Hey, Spikenard wants me to get it out, so I'm going to. No one actually believes in me. Really. And maybe that's that I don't actually believe in me. But there is something higher than me that believes in me, that says you could defy gravity. You really actually could make the impact on this world that you daydream about, that you feel called to do, right? Like you really, really could get yourself out of these mental prisons. Think about that. Think about how you have set up these prisons for yourself, and how Reishi is saying, defy gravity, climb out of them, rise above them, transcend everything. All right, I was thinking about that law of the universe that we read. Something, it said the word transcend. What was it? The law of economy is transcended. Stuff you don't even understand with your logical mind, you have the ability to transcend and rise above. All right, let's get one more card, then I'm gonna shut up. I always like at some point feel like I'm rambling so hard. Okay, that was my point. That was my point. Okay, so one more card. One more. Okay, there it is. It's oats. Just be. Ooh, just be. But I also feel, of course, because it is oats, oat straw, definitely to nourish myself. I've been thinking about oat straw because I miss drinking it too. It's one thing that I have to order because, you know, I didn't grow a patch of oat straw this year. I don't know what I was thinking. I should have. And so I really love it. It just nourishes your adrenals. It feels so good. If you have been emotionally just crazy and people be draining you and your life's draining you and you're draining you and you're go, oat straw is a beautiful herbal infusion that's so nourishing that you could drink several times a week. That would really help rebuild you and strengthen you and give you that energy to just be. So I love it because it sort of is a nice calm energy. So is finding grace with starflower. That's a nice calm energy. Even white sage, it's going to clear the way, but it's going to calm the area down. It's going to remove and dispel negative energy. So we have a lot of calm and grounding herbal allies. Reishi will help calm you down. Oh my gosh, if you're stressed out, this is a beautiful mushroom to supplement with. I think, what's his name now? Dave Avocado. I can't even think of his name right now. But he says, like, you know, everyone should take reishi like 2 capsules or whatever, but like if you're stressed out you should take like 4, you know, like, or something. Like reishi is a great mushroom to help calm. And rosemary too, even though it's stimulating, I would say it's also a calm energy. So like if you were trying to give up coffee, which FYI, tomorrow is Saturday and I get to drink a cup of coffee. I'm so excited. I'm just so excited to have my coffee tomorrow. But like if you were an addicted coffee drinker and you wanted to give it up, rosemary could be like a tea or oil to have in the morning to help naturally wake you up. I used to have a bottle of it in my desk drawer that I would smell to help wake me up. And if your adrenals are shot, you could take 2 drops of rosemary essential oil and rub them on your lower back to kind of help bring those guys back to life if you've killed them with too much coffee. So we have a lot of calm, clear, focused, brave being energy. A lot of movement, and like I see movement in the smoke with sage. I see movement in the card with rosemary. I see movement in the peacock feathers with starflower. I see movement even in the still waters on the oats, and I see movement in the reishi card because you literally could walk up, if you were a little fairy, you could walk up this tree using these reishi steps to just transcend the ladder, to go higher into wisdom, to go up into more magic and expand your experience. So yeah, not jumping into the book today, so buy the illustrated herbaria. You'll really love it. But when I look at the cards, I really see a message for us to transcend our bullshit, step into our power, okay? No one is stopping you except you. So this is a great message from Reishi to do that. Okay, climb up, be who you want to be. Sage is coming in. Let's clear the way. Let's get rid of the mind clutter. Let's clear your space. Let's clear the relationship clutter if it's holding you down. Oats are coming in to support you, being calm. Same with oregano. It wants you to be calm. Even spikenard wants you to be calm. Everybody wants you to be in control of yourself. Right? Find the grace, find the courage. Borage says, Starflower, you can do this. All right, you can absolutely do it. Remember who you are, says Rosemary. Remember. Maybe writing this weekend will help you remember your true power. Maybe meditating will help you clear your space and remember who you are, and remember what you came here to do and what you want to do. So follow your passions, follow your purpose, be who you are. Take a step back from anything and everything that's draining you. Just enjoy your weekend. Stay focused, stay powerful, stay detached, and stay wise. And yes, stay open to the magic that's being gifted to you. Even if it's just small little chunks and you don't think it's good enough, open up your arms and let it in. Let in the magic, let in the wisdom, and let in the experiences. Observe them, learn from them, gain the wisdom, gain the clarity, and then move on and do your thing. So anyways, that's the weekend forecast. Clear the way, defy gravity, find grace, just be. Have this remembrance about you. You've got clarity, you've got experience, you've got protection, and here comes the wisdom and the magic that's ready to find you.